everyone, welcome to my first ever book review on this channel. I have been wanting to do book content for so long and I'm finally starting. So if you love books, deep dives into storytelling and possibly having your mind broken by plot twists, you are in the right place. And today we are starting with a book that completely took over my brain and left me questioning everything. This is the book Verity by Colleen Hoover. If you've read this book, you already know the chaos we're about to discuss, but if you haven't, well, get ready. And hey, if you do enjoy bookish content, lifestyle vlogs, and creative writing talk, everything that I talk about on my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join this bookish chaos. All right, let's get right into this wild ride of a book. Okay, in the first section, we're going to be talking about what Verity is actually about. So there's not going to be any spoilers, but just enough to get you intrigued. So we follow Lowen Ashley, a struggling writer who gets a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to finish the book series of Verity Crawford, a best-selling author who is in a coma after being in a tragic accident. After that, Lowen moves into Verity's house to go through her notes, but instead, she finds a hidden manuscript. And this manuscript, y'all, it's dark. Like, when I read this, I was like, oh my gosh. As Lowen reads deeper, she starts realizing that nothing about Verity, her husband, or their life is as it seems. So I went into this expecting like a standard thriller, and instead I got a full-blown psychological warfare. Like, Colleen Hoover did not come to play, y'all. Section 2, we're going to be talking about my initial thoughts and reading experience about this book. Okay, let's talk about my experience while reading this because I went through several emotional stages. Yeah, number 1. Curious but suspicious. The book starts off pretty slow, very, oh, here's like a struggling writer, life is rough, but then the manuscript like enters the chat and suddenly we are not safe anymore. Number 2, I was mildly disturbed but invested. I kept thinking, okay, this can't get worse, right? And then boom, another disturbing revelation. At one point, I literally had to close this book and take a breather because, like, what was I reading? No, for real, guys, I was starting to get freaked out. And number 3, existential crisis. The last few chapters, I was literally sitting there like, wait, what? I don't think I've ever stared at my ceiling longer after finishing a book. Yeah, this book really got me. Section 3, what I loved about Verity. Now, let's talk about the things that completely blew me away. First of all, let's talk about her writing style. So, Colleen Hoover knows how to suck you into a story. She is so good at doing that. The pacing is fast, the chapters are short, and every time I thought I could stop reading, she hit me with another twist. She is so good with plot twists. It's easy to read, but still emotionally intense. Like, this book made me feel something. Next up, the psychological tension. The way this book plays with reality, one minute you think you know what's happening, the next you have no idea who to trust. That's literally the last, like, I don't know. As soon as you get to like as soon as you get to like chapter 5, that's when things start to like take a dark twist and you're like, wait a second, who am I to trust here? Like, what's going on? I literally felt like I was losing my grip on reality with Lowen. Next, the morally gray characters. This book gives you characters that are not just flawed, but they are straight up disturbing. Yeah, and yet I couldn't stop reading. At different points, I was like, okay, Lowen, I got you. Then 2 pages later, girl, what are you doing? Like, no. Section 4, things that left me conflicted. As much as I was hooked, there were some things that made me pause. Let's talk about them. Also, some scenes are unhinged, so just be prepared. No spoilers, but some moments in this book made me physically cringe. If you are sensitive to disturbing content, you might want to check the trigger warnings. Okay, anyways. First of all, let's talk about the ending, because what was that? I have read a lot of thrillers, but this ending? Guys, I still don't know how I feel. It's one of those endings that completely changes how you see the entire book. I was left with so many questions and literally zero answers. Also, let's talk about that letter. If you know, you know. I need answers. I need closure. I need Colleen Hoover on the phone immediately. Like, hello, girl, what were you thinking? Like, what was happening? And then the romance, or lack thereof. There is a romance subplot in this book, but like, it's complicated. Like, it really is. And it's also super messy. Borderline concerning, if you will say. If you were expecting Colleen Hoover's usual romance style, this book is not that. No way. Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Section 5. Who should read this? Okay, so do I recommend this book? So, sorry. Oh my goodness, let's restart that. Okay, so who do I recommend this book to? A, if you love thrillers that mess with your head. B, if you're into morally gray characters. And C, if you want a fast, addictive, disturbing read. But, however, if you don't like dark content, if unreliable narrators frustrate you, or if you need books with clear-cut endings, this one might not be for you. So just keep that in mind when you're looking through this book. The final verdict and rating. So personally, overall, I'd give Verity a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's gripping, it's disturbing, and it's literally impossible to put down. But that ending still has me spiraling. Like, I'm still confused. Also, if you've read Verity, please tell me your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Verity or the letter? If you know, you know. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all post notifications and for more bookish chaos. And with that being said, I will see you guys all for another book review sometime very soon. Thanks, everyone.